Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is a replay sent to me from AgentInfinity from ANZAF clan, one of the more active clans on the Clan Wars map, and his driving is Tier 9 German tank destroyer, the Jadgtiger. The Jadgtiger is a reasonably slow tank destroyer. It doesn't have a turret, but it's got a little bit of armour at the front, and it's got a very handy gun which can tear apart just about any enemy it comes up against. He's playing on Siegfried line in the encounter mode, which is a mode that I don't often play. I don't think I've got it turned on in my game because some of the people I platoon with don't like it, but I've been playing a little bit of it recently in platoons with other people, and it's a game mode I'm probably going to turn back on again. A little bit of variety. Good tracking shot into that T-34-1, which has forced him to use his repair kit and then run away like a little girl. Now, I don't know if he hit him. I think he might have hit him, but he was just outside of his draw range in the end. Now, AgentInfinity's got himself into a decent position, and where he's got shots over the edge of town, most of the field, and early on he's just going to snipe away. Been a little bit unlucky on that IS-2. I'm not sure if the IS-2 is the Chinese Tier 7 tank or the Russian Tier 7 premium tank, but put a little bit of damage into it, and now he's got his sights on the AT-7. Very unlucky for that second shot not to go through. So the score's even at the moment, still 0-0. There's plenty of time, so AgentInfinity's just kicking back and getting some cheap damage without being spotted. I'm pretty sure he's got 6th sense in this tank, and it hasn't gone off yet. He hasn't been spotted, so he's just kicking back. It's very important in a tank destroyer that doesn't have a turret to make sure you don't get flanked, especially by medium tanks, or even the quicker heavy tanks, once they get your side and your back, which is the only weakness of the Jadgtiger. Apart from its speed, that was a beautiful shot on that T-34-1 then. Apart from its speed, that's its only weakness. It's manoeuvrability and not having a turret. So if enemy medium tanks or even heavy tanks get to your sides and your back, then you're gone for all money. It's got good frontal armour. The side armour and the back armour leave a lot to be desired though, so that's why you don't want to, just want to make sure the enemy don't get to your back and sides. So generally at the start of a game you want to be keep all the enemies in front of you, which does mean camping a little bit. But in this game, AgentInfinity is top tier. It's only 3 tier 9s on AgentInfinity's side and only 2 on the enemy side. And now he's looking at the very dangerous autoloader, the AMX 5100. Now he's moving up to where the bulk of his team are, because it looks like the field's a little bit exposed. You got the 59 pattern. You know, if he gets behind him, he's going to be in trouble. And there's only a light tank sitting out in the field, and a couple more tank destroyers sitting back, but AgentInfinity's obviously spotted there because he's copped a lot of shots from the middle, from the 59 pattern, and maybe from the Spics. Maybe the Spics are firing out a few cheeky shots at him as well. There's 2 Spics out in the field on the enemy side. The T7 German auto-loading light tank. The town seems to be under control, so AgentInfinity is rightly keeping an eye out on the field. And he's doing the odd blind shot as well, which is a good idea, especially if you're pretty sure you know where the enemy are. The only tank he really needs to be worried about is that 59 pattern, I think. If you can take him out of the game, that'll put his side at a distinct advantage. They're winning 5-4. Looking at the minimap, it looks like AgentInfinity's side's got the centre covered, or the city area covered, so there should be no danger of the enemy side capping them out, and he finally gets rid of that pesky 59 pattern. Now he's got his sights on the autoloader, the Skoda Tier 9. I've got one of these tanks, and it took me a while to get used to it. When it was stock, it was okay, but nothing spectacular. But now I've got the auto-loading gun. It really can carry a game. It looks like that Skoda's just going to sit in the corner and look for cheeky snipey shots. Pretty sure the Skoda has lost a bit of health. I reckon one of those blind shots that AgentInfinity put in probably did some damage. Or not. Looks like maybe it's only been a shot from one of the light tanks. Bit of a rush shot there from AgentInfinity. I think if he had taken his time a bit more and aimed a bit more to the right, he would have had a much better chance of doing some damage to that Skoda. And looking at what's left on the enemy side, it's mainly Tier 7s and 8s. That Skoda is the one that they want to get rid of. 7 apiece, but you can see the hit point difference is almost double. AgentInfinity's side's got 6,000 hit points left, the enemy only 3. That's if that mod's working. There's been a lot of changes to the way mods work on World of Tanks the last week, and that's made it so that some of them don't work as good as they used to. It's the way they're programming the mods is what's changing, as well as I think they're just trying to trip up the people who use cheats, which has got to be good for the game. Bit of cat and mouse there between Skoda and AgentInfinity. I think the Skoda's behind that pillbox. I don't really think it matters where he aims. He's not going to have a shot on him until he pokes out. I think he's behind that concrete pillbox. That was a lucky blind shot. Thinks, oh, the Skoda's not spotted. I might as well have a shot at him. Forgot all about that spick that was sitting there. And AgentInfinity takes him out of the game. Now he's looking for that Skoda again. Bit of good-natured banter going on in the chat. Unlucky shot there on the Skoda again. Not really aimed properly, but you've got to take those shots. If it looks like he's going to disappear, you might as well take a shot, because every now and then you're going to get one in, and exactly the same as what happened to that poor old spick out in the field. That's exactly what happens when you get a few lucky shots in there. You can see the T-69's gone on a bit of a hero run, looking for the artilleries and the camping tank destroyers, but the camping tank destroyers have killed him. And now AgentInfinity is using his hit points and his big gun to just make sure that they've absolutely got the city covered. Takes out that AT-7 that he was shooting at earlier, and then turns his attention to the Rheinmetall. It's only 46 hit points, which I would generally call a Seagull Award, but the Tier 8 Jag Panther is now coming out to play. This is what happens when two non-turreted tank destroyers start to do a little bit of a dance. He's got a damaged ammo rack now, thanks to that Jag Panther 2. But it doesn't affect the accuracy. He takes the Jag Panther 2 out of the game and picks up his 5th kill. So what has been a little bit of a slow game, you'll see in the post-game battle results, AgentInfinity's actually done a fair bit of damage. He's picked up 5 kills, and you could almost call it a carry, as he finally gets reloaded, kills that pesky Skoda T50 and picks up the top gun. And now it's just a matter of time before that Tier 9 artillery, who's running away like a little girl, gets taken out of the game as well. And there you have it. 15-10. Convincing win in the end. And AgentInfinity has a very good game. Picks himself up a top gun as well as a high caliber. Only a second class mastery badge, because there are a lot of people playing this tank and playing this line. And a lot of those kills were small damage rolls. They were only 50 odd hit points to kill them. Plenty of tanks that he's shot, damaged and killed. And looking at the second page of the post-game battle results, ended up with nearly 4,000 damage. Didn't seem like that much, but so obviously some of those blind shots worked. And almost top scored in experience. The Spa Panzer top scored in experience thanks to his 1,500 spotting damage and doing 2,000 damage himself in a little tier 8 light tank, whereas AgentInfinity got blocked 1,300 damage in the end with all those shots coming out from the field. That was probably the 2 Spics that were shooting at him, and he did nearly 4,000 damage. Lost a bit of coin there with a non-premium account. If you had a premium account, you would have made some money, but I guess some of those shots were premium ammunition. I didn't really pay much attention, didn't really see, but I know when I had the Jag Panther, you generally didn't need to fire premium ammunition when you were top tier. But anyway, great replay there from AgentInfinity from ANZAF Clan. Thanks very much for sending me that replay, AgentInfinity. I look forward to seeing some more of your replays another time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.